Hello everyone, Adam here from Bull Logic doing another trade review with you, making us all better traders by studying the trades that we take and learning how we do them. That way you won't miss the next one that comes up. Today we're going to talk about sympathy plays. Sympathy plays is when one stock in a sector or a couple stocks in a sector are really running hard. They got big gains, they got lots of volume coming in. Well, what tends to happen is people are going to take their money from that stock and they're going to put it into other stocks in the same sector, thinking that, well, if these couple of guys are going to go, well, then these other guys are going to go. So when the money flows from the stocks that are doing good to the ones that are lagging behind, a lot of times they'll gain the momentum and actually run, and then the whole sector is going to run. So you know about sectors that run. Well, this is how you play these kind of things. So yesterday morning, I was doing my pre-market scans, and the one thing I noticed is we're getting a lot of coal stocks. Coal stocks have been running the last couple of weeks, and they're starting to come up on the scans. A lot of them are gapping up on good volume, especially BTU and ACI. These two were gapping up pretty big. As you can see, ACI, it was the big one here. Strong volume, very oversold. These things are primed on the daily charts to go. Like BTU had a nice breakout of this 200-day moving average. It is flagged down on it, and then it was, it was primed to actually bounce again. So these stocks are pretty strong. And so what I'm going to do when I see a sector that looks pretty strong for that day, I'm going to go over to my good friend tickerspy.com, all right? And then I'm going to click the indexes button, and I'm going to come down here to the one-day gainers. They also have one-day losers if you like to short, or, 1 month losers, 1 month gainers, but I like to focus on the one-day gainers. And as you can see, coal stocks made the list. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to give you the popular long and the popular short ideas, which are usually the same. Your favorites. But if you scroll down, you're actually going to get all the stocks that are coal stocks. How they're doing the day, what kind of volume they're running, percentage of the daily volume. Now, I don't think this is real-time data. I think it is delayed 15, 20 minutes, but still it gives you a good idea of what is moving and what's moving on some strong volume. So, of course, ACI was the big one here, up 10%. And BTU is also coming up on my list. Now, I'm going to look for stocks that I know. I don't want to go out here and just buy every single one of these. Some of these I've never even heard of, like RNO or PC. Oh, I heard that. PCX is going bankrupt. LLEN, stuff like that. So I took ACI, ANR, BTU, and JRCC. These stocks I know are very important out there. I know people watch them. I know they're getting traded. So if momentum is going to come from ACI and BTU, there's a good chance it'll flow into ANR and JRCC. Another thing I like to look for is things that are trading about the same price. Now BTU is a little bit up there at 28 bucks, but ACI is only 8, JRCC is 5, and ANR is also an $8 stock. So it's a lot easier for money to come out of one and flow into the other. So we're going to switch to a 2-minute chart here, which is what I like to watch in the mornings. And as you can see, there was a big washout. It gapped up and washed out. It came down here and sold off red, and then it just put in a huge candle. Nice reversal, strong reversal. Didn't close the gap. Just put in a nice reversal, big candle, and then it started to take off. So I got into BTU at 28.64. So right down here, the setup for me was just the reversal on this on a hot sector. So I went ahead and I picked it up and I saw it taking off. So I'm sitting here flipping through my charts. I go to ACI, same thing, wash out, big reversal candle. ACI, I got in at 828, right here. Now I switch over to ANR. ANR, same thing, nice gap, wash out, a reversal, got in at 886, right here. And then I also looked at JRCC. JRCC, same thing. Gap up, wash out, big reversal. You can see where this is going. Got in at 516. I was a little slower on this one just because I had to keep flipping through all the charts and I had to keep buying. They all took off, as you saw, from the reversal, from my buying. They took off. It went up, in the first like 6 minutes or so. I'm already scaling out quickly on these things. These things are taking off. I'm scaling out quickly. A lot of them did pull back throughout the day, so I actually got out of my last half of shares pretty much flat on pretty much every trade, I believe, except ACI. I actually scaled out 836, so right here, and then I actually got out at 848, so right here. as my last half. All the others, though, I actually closed out my last half flat. This is how you play a sympathy trade. I knew the sector was hot, calls were running. They all had the exact same intraday pattern. They all had that big washout in the morning and then a big reversal. And that reversal came in on the volume that it came in on. I just started buying these things and they all took off. All four of them I made money on, some more than others, but I did make money on all of them. And that is the essence of sympathy playing. You just want to focus on the same sector. Try to get some stocks in that sector that are alike. Like I said, $8 range or whatever the range is at the time. BTU was a little bit high, but that actually made my gap up list in the morning. So that's how you play a sympathy play. Hopefully you'll be able to use it in your trading. If you have any questions on it, please email us. Other than that, good luck.